What is the best season? Are you a fan of the cold, beating down a rain and just general dark bleakness? Or are you sane and you realise that the best season is actually summer? How much would you just love to hold on to that summer feeling? We hated the cold in the UK. It was probably one of the main reasons for our move. In fact, when we think about it, we hardly ever even took any pictures of us in the winter. So that's why we decided to make the move from the UK to Australia during a global pandemic. But can you really escape the winter blues on the other side of the world? Well, in Australia you can, just not in all of Australia. Some parts of Australia can genuinely be cold and wet, and probably very similar to the winters that you experience normally in the Northern Hemisphere. But it's not all the time, and it's not forever. But it can still have that same depressing feeling on your day-to-day life. And the further north you go, the more a winter day is going to actually feel like probably a decent summer day in the Northern Hemisphere. At least that's what it was like in the UK. But in Australia, winter can be your favourite season. It's not too hot. Okay, it's cold, but it's not super cold like you're used to. For any of you worried about Australian summers, winter's kind of like the happy medium. There's less crowds. Apparently in Australia it's all about the summer. But if you're scared of the heat and you want something a bit milder, unlike most Australians who will find the winter temperature almost as freezing as Antarctica, sometimes it pays to do things in the winter so that you can just do them on your own. No one likes being stared at by weirdos. In Queensland, we can spend a winter day fishing on a boat with friends. And it looks like this. This is more fishing in the UK in winter. But time spent outdoors with your family is invaluable. When you've got your own boat, you can pretty much go wherever you want. Except for like the land, because, well, you can park up by the land.
There's all little pools.
Yeah?
Everywhere. How they got here?
I don't know. How do you think they've got here?
I don't know.
Do you want to go and explore them?
I might fly down.
Okay.
Why?
Off she goes. See you later, mate. And it's these kind of moments that you live for and that you want in the summer and you get all year round. Now, I never really thought about it living in the UK, but SADS, or seasonal affective disorder, really is something that you need to take into consideration. You don't get it here, especially in the northern states. When you look around and you've got scenery and weather like this, sometimes there isn't really a lot to be sad about. You don't feel so compelled to do things just because it's a nice day. You can pick and choose when you want to do things, not rush out as soon as there's the slight sign of sunshine. Yes, you still get your comfy nights in. Yes, you can still snuggle under a blanket, but everything feels much more relaxed. You're doing it on your time. Sure, you might nearly sink your boat. But if those shenanigans mean that you eventually get to catch your first Australian fish, then wasn't it all worth it in the end? So if you too want to escape the cold and enjoy what is the permanent outdoor lifestyle in Australia, and you don't know where to start, then you need to speak to our friends True Blue Migration Services. They're one of Australia's oldest and most reliable group of MIRA registered agents. Follow the hundreds of positive Google reviews and speak to them to get your free visa assessment so they can tell you exactly what you need to do so you can enjoy the beautiful Australian outdoors like us. One day that'll be me. Is all of Australia always warm and perfect? No, but it doesn't need to be. As long as you can get outside more with your family and have some epic days like this, then isn't it all worth it? So if you want to see another video of other things you can do in Australia, then check this one out. See you next time.